this thing work? That's all right. All right. Blah, 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 blah. All right, Mr. Skull, can you talk to me real quick?
I am here.
That is perfect. Okay, I fixed the audio issue. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can you hear the sound in the audience? Can everybody hear me? And Mr. Skull.
Hello, hello.
This is Call Me Skull. He's with me. He's with me tonight.
How's everybody doing? Thanks for having me, Johnny.
Okay, we are in. Thank you so much, Skull. We looks like we don't have any sound on. I don't think Master Shotgun streams with audio, so I'm gonna put on some like kind of background music to kind of, so it's not completely quiet. And I'm gonna get your name tag on here. I do apologize. I was having a slew of technical issues with the audio going into tonight, and of course, I guess that's what happens when you upgrade. I have an audio mixer, and it says, please double check that your settings might be altered, and they certainly were. So I was fumbling around with that. I want to say hello to some friends here. Most notably, my good friend here, Call Me Skull. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm happy to be here. It's always fun jumping in here in the booth, hanging out with you guys. So, we had a good week for the ice holes, and we're ready to watch some more 239.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. And Shoddy is back in net here. I want to say hello to some good friends in the chat here. We got Master Shotgun. We got my good old friend here, Turbo Girl. We got Jesus Hacks You. Somebody just jumped into the chat. It's my good friend Jimmy. What's going on, brother?
One and only. Well, I had to come in here because I didn't approve time off for Skull to come into the party, so I had to come in here and.
He didn't bill you any time off to come in here. And Skull, don't worry, I will get your video on.
Yeah, I didn't agree to having my players out there.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Skull?
I'm good. We are good. We're happy to be here and excited to watch some 239 hockey.
Yeah, it's been a big one.
Yeah, the team that traded me.
The team that it's on, bro. It's on.
This is Kindange and Shoddy?
Yes.
And Shoddy, yeah. Let me get this. Hold on a sec. Trying to get your camera.
I'll tell you what, those black jerseys are nice.
They really are. There was a comment in chat. A1 Freak mentioned in the chat, said the jerseys are pretty sick. And they are. They really are.
The emblem without those colors, or not A's, but Avalanche, excuse me. I'm thinking Oakland A's here for some reason.
Yeah, and I'm good with them. Reason being, I think they actually look good. Master Shotgun's notorious for having some pretty awful jerseys.
Pretty awful?
Awful, yeah. He's notorious for that. Sorry, Shoddy, we love you, brother, but you've had some questionable jersey choices in the past. But hey, good to see you here. I'm trying to get your camera on here, so hopefully you guys are doing great. Swizz wrote in the chat, says Shotgun doesn't have a creative bone in his body. Well,
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. No, he's got crazy freak. Yeah, let's talk about your team for a second, or the Ice Holes. I mean, it was hard to really going into last night. I was like, okay, good to see Jimmy and his boys are back. They're last place, but they've only played 14 seconds of the season. There's a bunch of reschedules, so didn't know what to expect. And
we played McGilla's team, and it was a good series. McGilla, game 2 got away from him, but game 1 and game 3 we have the best goalie in the league for a reason. So, we did exactly what we had to do, and you got to remember, all these teams have all this chemistry built, and unfortunately, we're still working on ours. So it's really tough to go forward. However, I see the chemistry coming.
A lot of people also saying, dude, it's hard because you don't have Jesus. But
yeah, stat check.
Stat check. Yeah, you beat me to it, Skull.
Stat check.
Why don't we call out those goalie stats real quick? If we're gonna do a stat check here.
Trying to get Skull in here. Sorry about that. Trying to get your camera in there, Skull. I'm messing with us midstream. That's how I do.
Oh, that's a badass background, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna
hold on. I've gotta switch the picture because it's backwards on your end, Johnny. So bear with me. Let me fix it.
You're good.
I think it's good right there. It's
No,
good.
but see, it's backwards on the stream.
Oh, I see.
So I just have to change my picture, which
says,
is really easy.
In our stream, it says "Skull Me Call."
Yeah.
Actually,
and
it's Luxa Emi Lasi. I can't even
There we
pronounce
go.
that.
So that should update here in a second. There it goes.
Yep, we're good now.
Rocky in the chat.
Yeah, I have.
Rocky.
I wear sunglasses, and these are my X-ray specs.
Nicely done. Nicely done. So try where to put these. I'll put it here since we only have momentarily. Sorry about that. I don't know where to put anything. I'm a mess. All right. There you go.
Yeah, you know, you'll be seeing a lot and lots of the ice holes the next 3 weeks. We have 10 series in 3 weeks scheduled.
I mentioned last night. I was like, you guys are gonna be playing 4 or 5 series a week for the next 3 weeks.
We're gonna play. So we got 3 next week, the 4 the week after that, and then we got 3. So it's 3, 4, 3. Unfortunately, Regretsky and I could not make another day work, so we have to play on Monday.
Okay.
Weird. I was trying to avoid 4 in a week, but we really just did not have a choice.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and then
Got to.
Pretty much.
Makes a long.
I'm
week.
zooted. Swizz, don't tell people my business, okay? If I'm high, leave me alone.
He's saying Skull is zooted. That's why he's wearing these sunglasses. I guess sometimes, back in the day, you got to cover up those eyes, right? You either have what was it back in the day? You'd have a little bottle of Visine or wear the sunglasses.
Oh, they've also got those blue, what is it, the blue lens or the blue light blocker?
The blue light
for somebody on a computer all the time.
All day. I work from home, so I'm on the computer all day. So this is nice because it, and it's they're not very dark. So, but it blocks the blue light, which makes it a little bit easier on my eyes.
Oh, Skull, you ride motorcycles?
I do, yeah.
I could just tell. What kind of bike you got?
So I have a SV1000, and I've also got a R1.
So you're not like a Harley rider. You're more of a sports bike kind of rider.
Right now, yeah.
I'm more. Like,
I'm sure eventually I'll get into the never. I'm never buying a Harley. That sounds like a terrible idea, but definitely a cruiser style.
I had a Harley right before COVID hit, and unfortunately, when COVID hit, I lost a job making $3 grand a week, and so I let it go. I chose that over buying groceries for my kids over a Harley. And instead of buying a new one, I went and bought me a Mustang.
Nice.
That's a worse idea, but whatever.
Swizzy in the chat. Swizzy in the chat says classic response from someone who's zooted.
Swizz, stop. I winked at you the other day, so you owe me some respect.
Zooted. Zoot.
Wow, what a save! Who was that?
Wow. No, I think that's Spite.
Oh, that's Shotgun in net.
Shoddy
on
is in
this
net
side
tonight.
of Shotgun.
No, Shotgun's here. I think that's Spite.
Yeah, Spite's a hell of a goalie, man. Like
I've said it before. A lot of people don't give Spite his due. No. I've played with Spite in 239. I've played with him in AGL. He was on my AGL team multiple times. He's actually right now in the AGL finals right now, which finishes next week. So he's a fantastic goalie. And, me and him spent a lot of time together, giving him tips, giving him builds, giving him styles and different ways to play. And, he's been getting so much better, and he's got more confident playing in net, which is one thing that he felt that he was lacking. So he's been great. I love Spite. I think he's fantastic. A lot of people don't give him the credit that he's due.
So we didn't trade Spite in that deal because I thought he was playing bad, or you're better, or anything like that. It was strictly the bod count. It had to be done to make it work. So I was perfectly happy with keeping Spite, but I'm also happy with getting Skull. So it was one of those situations. It was a win-win for me.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Spite's a goalie that will steal games for you 100%, but he'll make the saves that he needs to make. And sometimes he doesn't make the saves, and it happens. Every goalie has saves going or shots go in. So.
Young Buffalo with a goal.
Oh, look at Buff.
Yeah, and Buff's a great player too. Another guy we traded away, and we picked up who we pick up? We picked up Scary Terry, I think, in that one. So every team I've played on, I've had Terry. So I think me and Terry's a good player too. But Buff doesn't get the justice he deserves, and I mean this is a good team. Like I said, Spite's a good goalie. He knows what he's doing out there. He'll make the saves, and he'll steal some games for you. So it's just about his confidence, and he's really built that confidence up in these last couple of seasons.
Yeah, and he'll that's what he needs.
I wanted Buffalo to get on a team that they could use some. It's just the quality of players that we have. He just, he wants to play. So I wanted to get him to a team that he could play on. Unfortunately, I'm not going to put him over Wiz. I'm not going to put him over Mobs.
Yeah. It's just not going to work.
Good at players.
Yeah, you can't
But,
say those guys.
he is a great fill-in player. He played everywhere on my team. So... And I told him that. I'm like, listen, this is not a trade because I think you're a bad player. This is a trade that I think you have a better chance to play more games on this team. That's exactly what I told him.
Yeah, it's fair to him. It's fair to everybody involved, too.
Yeah, and I see Buffalo more as a D-man. And I needed that natural forward as well, which is not saying anything bad against Buffalo. It's just... putting me at left wing all the time is not a good idea. Once a couple of games, I'm going to score some goals, and then it just dries up. That was a great play.
Great play. The big saves there. We got 8:17 left in this third period with 2-1 allegedly. Epstein's leading here.
Like I said, Epstein's is a good team. So this is definitely a tall task for the Zebras and Spite over here. But I mean, they're holding it in. They have to go against Shotgun, and Shotgun is a goaltender.
Oh my God!
Did you come out and steal games?
Oh my God! Did you just see that save?
Yeah.
Wow! Off the pipe and then into the glove. I mean, like I said, those are the saves that you don't think by any means should be made. But I mean, it was a great save. And like I said, Spite's a good goalie, and I never doubt him whenever I play. Whenever I play against him, it's always a tough series. So
here comes Chum. Speaking of tough player, here comes Chum Lee up the back of the boards there, playing one up. Oh my God, what a hit! You got to see this hip check.
Fatality.
Yikes! He just got murdered back there, and Kindange there. Here comes Ziggs with the puck now. We'll talk about the standing. We only have the one game tonight. This is allegedly at Epstein's and Dumbblind Zebras. So we'll have a lot of time between games. Actually, even during the game, during breaks. Look at the standings right now. Anti-Iconic leads away with 29 points in first place, tied with second place Heroes. Osama Zudid Laden in third place. I mean, we'll go through. We'll show rather than me babbling, we'll just show the actual standings, and then I'm gonna introduce a little thing I'm gonna throw in there for the easier, like the 1 and 2 game series. I'm gonna do a thing called Johnny's Top 5. Tonight, I'm gonna give you my top 5 favorite 239 logos.
Ooh,
so we'll do that. We'll do that. I have a little presentation there. One thing I'm going to ask from everybody in the community, and there's no guarantee that I'm going to try to make my best. I want everybody in the community to DM me on Discord what top 5 list you would like me to potentially feature on a future show.
Like that.
Top 5 players.
Top 5 players, within reason. Within reason, like top 5 sex positions. Probably not going to go over so well. I'm not talking anything like
that. I'm not talking players as in if they're good. I'm talking like who do you like as in personality.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. That's a beautiful example.
10, so top 5 personalities.
So Jimmy number 1.
There we go.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
Gotcha, Jimmy. Swizzworld says top 10 porn stars. I think I only really know 3.
Oh, and for the record, Johnny, Skull and Freak were kind of off on the shut-ups because I only got about 3 of them in the whole series.
You know what? There wasn't a whole lot.
There wasn't a whole lot.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Jimmy played really well, and people are gonna say, "What are you talking about? How dare you? That's wrong. You're stupid." But he did. I mean, if you watch some of those games back, especially, I think it was the game he went into overtime and won. I think it was game 1. I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was 3 minutes left, a little bit less than 3 minutes left, and they made a pass through the slot that I did not see coming, and I don't know if I would have made the save. I doubt it, in my opinion. I think I would have gone top shelf, and Jimmy was there to block the shot and really save the game for us. So he played really well on defense. We had a little bit of trouble in game 3 towards the end there. But we were able to clutch up and get the sweep, and that's what we really wanted. But I think he was right when he said, when he's talking about playing together and getting the chemistry and things like that, and that just comes with time.
Right.
For me as a goaltender, my only gripe is with my defensemen. I'm not really going to be inputting any information on our forwards. I'm gonna let them do their thing, but Jimmy and Mello are kind of the two that I try to talk to as much as I can and try to help and figure out where we're going to be. And they've been doing great. Like I said, they've been playing great defense. They've been shutting down those shots in the slot and rebounds. So they just need to keep doing that, and we're going to win a lot of games. It's just my opinion. I really like the way our team's set up. I like the players on our team. Players can score. And they can play defense. So for me, it's
on the ice.
Yeah. I mean, that was a problem when Jimmy drafted me last season. He had 5 defensemen. I didn't know what the heck Tom was going to do with that. I was like, we couldn't score. I'd let one goal in and we'd lose 1-0. It was just so we couldn't do anything. So he's definitely got some good players on the team now. A lot of guys can score. A lot of guys can put the puck in the net. Freak's going to put the puck in the net. Mob's definitely going to put the puck in the net. And Wizzy adds that little extra boost of offense and creativity out there. So with Mello and Jimmy on the back end, it really, really, really helps shut down a lot of those issues and those chances close. And all I have to do is worry about the far saves, the one-timers, and tip shots. So, if that's all I have to worry about every night, I'm fine with it.
Right. Huge.
Pull up next week's schedule. I'm kind of curious how many games and stuff.
Yeah, I do apologize. I don't have that quite.
Oh, you're fired.
I'm gone, Zoe.
Shut up, Jimmy.
I mean,
God damn it.
Don't worry, I think I'm getting sick, so there won't be much talking from me coming up.
he's currently passing out right now. He's gonna pass out with coughing. Congratulations to allegedly at Epstein's first game win there. That is a huge. Let's put Skull. I don't know. Let's put Skull over here, right on top of me. Sorry.
Cool with
that. Look at the young Buffalo game winning. He got the game winner there in the 2-1 victory. So right away, making a little bit of an impact there. It's a very defensive battle, not a ton of goals, but just enough needed. 2-1. That's a win's a win.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the game, and Epstein's kind of one of those teams that's been kind of hit or miss on a lot of these different players and different styles, but they've been playing really well as of tonight. They got the win. Not a whole lot of goals here, but you got to really kind of attribute that to Spite and playing well in net. And Shotgun played great in net as well, so that's another thing you have to worry about as you're playing against a goalie in Shotgun who doesn't play goalie as much as he, last season played center and was a monster at center. I mean, just an absolute beast. And now playing in goalie again, and you forget how good he is in goal. So, playing at Shotgun, you have to be quick. You have to be smart with your shots, and because if you just take regular shots, he's going to save them all day. So if he sees it, it's a save. So you got to be creative, and I just didn't see enough of that from the Zebras, is the creativity that they need to get those goals on them. And that's the thing is when you go up against tendies that are really good, you get Jesus and me and J Squad, all these tendies that are just absolutely really solid tendies. You have to find creative ways to score because the normal stuff doesn't work. So you have to be creative. If they're gonna win these next 2 games, and try to win the series, they need to be creative.
Yeah, you're gonna have to score some unorthodox goals. Maybe get some garbage on net. Just get anything. 'Cause you're not gonna always get them head to head. You might have to get a fluke. You might have to rely on a couple of fluky weird goals. I mean, it just might have to be the way it is with some of these goals.
Yeah.
I mean,
that you're 100% right. You hit the nail on the head every time. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Tip shots and rebounds are so underrated in this game.
They are.
I don't know why people don't do it more often, because even as a goaltender, you make the first save if you're out of position or the puck bounce is funny, because the quicker you take shots, the more shots you take, you don't allow the goalie to get square. You don't allow him to look comfortable. And the more uncomfortable you make the goaltender move around and bounce around, he's going to make a weird, awkward save, and it's going to bounce out to the slot. And if you have somebody there, you just have to do that. So when you play the teams that have really good goaltenders, you have to do that. Exactly. You have to challenge them in different ways, because if they can see the puck, it's really hard to score on them.
Exactly. Well said.
Let's take a quick.
And that's one thing I like. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good, Jimmy. I'm loading something up. Go ahead. Sorry.
And that's one thing I like about Mello is
replay.
My right, demon. When replay, even though I've only played a handful of games with him, I know what he's gonna do. I already have that because he does what he's supposed to do.
Mhm.
You know, he is, and he doesn't screen Skull. Like a lot of defensemen want to screen Skull, or any goalie in that manner, and he doesn't do that. Neither do I. That's one thing that I do big on, is make sure I don't screen my goalie.
Right.
It happens on occasion, but I try not to. And that's one thing, he can stop those shots.
Yeah, I mean the my big thing is let me make the save. That's my whole thing, is let me do it. Just let me do it. I don't need anyone to do it for me.
Right.
So,
And that's that's a hard one for a defenseman to learn, because as a defenseman, and I can tell you, my big thing is, I want to get the block. I want to be the hero. I want to be the one. I don't want it to get to you if it doesn't have to. But sometimes I could do more harm than good.
Yes,
it happens. It happens, and it'll happen in the most ridiculous ways. You'll have a defenseman doing what he's supposed to do, tying up a forward in front,
right,
and it'll go off his butt and go in, and it's like, okay, well, I mean, no one's at blame for this, right? It's when if it's a breakaway or if it's a 2-on-1 and the guy's coming back and you dive at me and I can't move. That's the kind of stuff, right? Like, that's the kind of stuff I'm like, look, if they're gonna score, man, let them score, but you have to at least let me try. If you don't let me try, we can't know if I was going to make the save or not. So they're very good. Like I said, Jimmy and Mello have been very good about letting me make the saves and clearing out the sides and not allowing anything extra. And another thing is if I make a save, if it's coming straight at me, they don't crash me. They kind of barrel off the sides and slow themselves down that way without just bailing into me. So, that allows me to make the save and make the cover. So, for me, playing goalie, that's perfect for me.
Another thing is, if there is a semi-breakaway, Skull knows where I'm going to go, because I want to tell him, hey, I got backhand. He knows it. Yeah. If I can get to it, I'm getting backhand. Go for it. And it makes it so much easier.
All about just trust.
You just got to trust in your team, trust in your partner, trust in your goalie, and just let him cook, man. Let him cook. Let them cook. We got game 2 underway. Looking at the standings here, allegedly at Epstein's won the game. They're now 5-10-1. It's not updated on here, but good enough. It's all right. So they're at 11 points. They're going to stay in 12th place. And then Dumbline Zeros will drop to 7-9-0, so they'll stay the same in 8th place. So no big moves here. Anti-Iconic, of course, in 1st place right now. Definitely hot right now.
Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They're definitely a solid team.
They did.
29 points. I mean, they're buzzing out there, so they're definitely a tough team, and so is Dump Stars. That was a team that I saw kind of jumped up, and
they jumped up.
Was it 8-2 in their last, or now 10-0 in their last? I mean, they've just been absolutely firing on all cylinders. So, they're definitely a team we have to worry about, and I mean, all the teams we have to worry about. We have a lot of tough teams coming up, and
oh yes, we do. Next week is a brutal schedule.
Yeah, but I mean, we just have to stay composed, stay positive, and just try to go for as many wins as we can.
Nice save there by Master Shock on a little breakaway there. That was huge. Yeah, I thought that was in.
Rob, I don't know where they are in the standings, but we got Rob's team, we got Legion's team, and we got Lemansky.
So you got 7th, 6th, and 11th place teams next week.
Who's 11th?
Lemansky's team.
But they've only played, I think, 6 games?
No. They've caught up. They're at 15 now.
Oh, well, then never mind.
Yeah, they're 6-9-0 right now.
But they have played all the top teams as well.
Yeah, they had a tough schedule. They really did. They played all the top guys. I mean, and there's nothing
They've
against.
already played Regrets. They've already played 2nd place Heroes, if I remember right.
Yeah, they've had the hardest schedule to start the season off, and it's just the way that is. Your top 3 teams right now, Anti-Iconic. We got a goal here. Hold on. Let me hold that thought. We got a goal here by allegedly at Epstein's.
Yeah, what a pass. I mean, right across through the crease. Goalie was already down. In that instance, I just need Spite to stand up, stay composed. He dropped a little early to the butterfly. But again, I mean, that's a pass that really can't go through to that wide open winger like that. I mean, that guy was almost at the goal line. So I mean, that was good butterfly by Spike, because at the end of the day, you don't really know where he's going, but still that puck can't get through. So they need to lock up on defense here if they're going to want to win this game.
Yeah, that early goal, those aren't always fun, because you get the feeling, like I said, in my experience, there's Ice Cold playing right now for the Dumbline Zebras. Good to see him on the ice. Mr. Cold.
That pass is one that we don't want to happen.
No, you don't.
Because I mean, it's going to happen. We're not perfect. We're humans, but I'm pissed off at myself if I allow that pass go. I am really mad. So That defense got to be pissed off that he let that in.
Absolutely, that's one that could have been avoided early in the first goal. He's a goal early in the first. That kind of sets the tempo. You start to get a little discouraged already, and you hope that it doesn't affect things for the rest of the game. But nice shot there, big save by Spike Gamer there too. Yeah, one of the teams I want to to look out for here, and I'm looking at the standings and I'm kind of going through like their recently played. The team that's 8-2-0 in their last 10 on a 3-game winning streak, currently in 5th place. Gold Standard is actually that's Swizz World's team. They're in a nice little position. One of the teams that is in a better position than most. They're currently in 5th place, 2 points back.
We should have a win on them.
That'll be a tough one. That's gonna be a tough team, but they have a bunch of games in hand over the 3 of the 4 top 4 teams. They've got 6 games in hand.
So they're a good squad. I mean, they swept us in a series. Granted, we did technically win one, but
that was that controversial. Yeah,
that proper thing to do. They didn't have a chance with the glitch and shit.
Yeah, the pressure glitch or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but in the same sense, that's a good team, man. And
yeah, watch out for those guys.
I'm
currently in 5th place.
What a save by Spike.
Wow, that was huge. That was flashy. Look at that. Oh, look at the goalie IQ on this guy. The puck's like sitting there. I mean, if someone's farting on that puck, that's going in, and he has the IQ to just jump in there and get on it. I mean, that's a very smart play by Spike.
Yeah, very smart play.
Heads up play. Here comes Ice Cold to Chumlee now over to Zig. So let's see how these three can, Ice Cold filling in tonight. Thank you so much, Mr. Cold, for getting in there.
Gentlemen, it was fun, but I am going to call it a night.
All right, Jimmy. Hey, thanks for being here, bro.
But we're going to, Skull, I'll see you tomorrow night, right? Or you still got that other shit?
Nope. I will be on tomorrow.
All right, we'll get something going tomorrow night. And, Johnny, actually, you know what, Johnny? I want to see your top 5 logos.
Yeah. Okay.
So I will stay till the end of the period if you can do it.
Yeah. All right. So at the end of the period, we're going to do the top 5 logos. Johnny's
like
5.
4 minutes left.
Yeah. We'll run this one real quick. There's only 4 minutes of accelerated time left, and then we'll do the top 5. Let me get that set up on the other screen here because I got to set it up. Excuse me.
We got a goal by Sedge.
Sidge.
I didn't see the goal.
Sedgy.
A couple of shut up Jimmys in the chat here. All right. A lot of love for CG here. Swizz World says, nice to have games in hand. Yeah, you definitely got that right. It's a good feeling. He's talking about Gold Standard there. Yeah, they're in a good position. So watch out for those guys to make a climb for that top 3 in the next couple of games. Because, they're always going to have those games in hand. So that'll come through down in the clutch towards the end of the season there for sure. Always nice.
So, is it top 8? I don't think I asked this question because I was gone for so long. It is top 8, correct? That makes the playoffs?
Top 8 of 13 make the playoffs. Just a standard playoff format.
And are we doing pick or are we doing 1-8, 2-7?
No. 1-8-2. My understanding is 1-8-2-7-3-6-4-5.
Big save. Wow.
Wow. Spike Gamer. We got to get a replay on that save, please. Oh my God, that was amazing. Spike Gamer is playing on his head.
I absolutely hate that pick the opponent crap. That is just, it's unrealistic.
It was kind of interesting. I'm kind of glad we're getting back to a traditional format. Granted, given the number of teams we have players, I think it's nice to go back. The only thing I didn't like about the pick thing is, it almost, I don't want to say devalues being first place, but kind of, the traditional format, it kind of gives that first place an extra layer of oomph. You know what I mean? Gives it more meaning.
I mean, there was a season that I forget who it was. I'll be honest with you, but that team was number 1. We were number 2, and they picked us. So they had the best 2 teams playing in the first round, and then whatever team that was went in and just destroyed everybody.
Right.
I can't remember what team it was. Somebody's going to say it in the chat because they're going to know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, a couple folks. Yeah, a couple good points here by Swizz. Small amount of teams, pick 'em works, but now with 13 teams. Yeah, that's why. And it's great we did that when we had the 7 or 8 teams, whatever. It kind of worked nicely.
Yeah, I mean that was fine for sure. 7 or 8 teams, everyone
won't work
in,
with 13.
Run it around.
Doesn't work with 13. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, with more teams, and I'm excited that we have more teams.
I am.
That's definitely huge, and I'm hoping that next season we have even more.
Me too.
get us up to, maybe 15, 16 teams. If we can get a full 16 team, 8 and 8 on each side, I mean, that would be super solid. So, and then if, that way, everyone makes it, but you're on different sides, maybe set up different divisions. And then from there, even more teams, we can get up to having teams not even make the playoffs in an 8-8. So, it's just all about more people we get in here, and the more people we're, that we're playing with, and that I play with, I tell them to join. So, because the level of talent over here is just so high. So adding more talent is just, that much better. So, definitely a huge boost for the league.
Major
and getting more teams to play.
All right, I wholeheartedly agree. Let's do this right now. The top, this should be top 5. I did this a little earlier. This is top 5, not top 10. I forgot to adjust. Top 5 favorite logo. We're gonna start with number 5. In number 5, 5th place, top 5 favorite logos. Consensual non-consent. This is a team captained by Manolo Gretzky many seasons ago. This was season 24. Sorry, my camera's in the way. Season 24, consensual non-consent, CNC. What a nice logo, great team. Love the roster. Dom was on that team. I love the logo. I'm mostly basing on visual and funniness. Number 4 is going to be captained by another Gala, season number 19. Oh my God, I'm in the way. The Hebraic Hombres. I thought this was fitting. I thought this was fitting because Gala is of Jewish descent, and really I think it worked out nicely. All right, number 3. ISIS.
Oh yeah.
International Secret. Season 28, International Secret Service intelligence thingy. Surprised I didn't get on a list on this one. Number 2. Osama Bin Laden of the current season, season 31. Goody, coming up with some more creativity. I just get a lot of lulls out of this one. And then number 1, are you ready for this?
I already know what it is.
I think you know it. It's captained by Ratterley.
Yep.
The Coxville Blockers. Season 7, season 18, the Coxville Blockers. Imagine saying this 45 times fast every night.
That was before I was here. That's great.
This is season 18, long time ago. The Coxville Blockers. Just a lot of lulls on this one. So just a funny little. Just a funny little. I actually originally had a top 10, and Lemansky's CLIT team was 6.
I think my favorite in the team and the ones that I've been here has got to be the OG Imploders. That
oh my God, that was up there.
I almost pissed. Well, I pissed myself when I saw that for the first time. I literally lost it. I couldn't control myself. I was laughing so hard.
Well, the timing of that was perfect because that had just happened. It's just like,
yeah, I mean it was perfect. It was everything about it was perfect.
It was fun. I'm out of here.
all right, see you, Jimmy. Thanks, Jimmy.
Shut up.
I'm getting mentally prepared for 3 long nights next week.
Maybe 4, maybe 5. We'll see what the schedule holds for you.
No, it's only 3 next week.
Oh, so
don't put that torture on me.
The
week after's 4.
Your overtime starts in the following week 6.
Yeah, that's where we go. That's not gonna be fun.
No, it's gonna be brutal for you guys, but hey.
Unless we get 12 wins.
Join
Shut up, go to sleep.
Yeah, a lot of shut up Jimmy's in the chat. So Rose says, shut up, Jimmy, go to sleep. Wow, Johnny, click, freak. Yeah, that was up there too. I mean, that's a tough list to put together. Kind of wanted to have a mixture of there was a lot of old school teams there.
My favorite.
Which one?
Jimmy's Pizza.
Jimmy's Pizza. Yeah, that was a funny one too.
All right, I'm out of here. Good night, boys.
All right, see you.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah, so just kind of a little sample. We'll probably do something like that. Like I said, if you guys have any suggestions, throw me in the DMs and I'll try to get it on a future show. Maybe I could, if there's a lot of them, I could do 2 in one night. We'll see. Just gonna be throwing something together because it's fun, because it's the way to be.
It's how we do it, Johnny.
Yeah, that's how we do it here at 239. I got some background music playing, so hopefully, if it's not too loud, my audio mixer's showing that it's not horribly loud, so that should be.
No, it's good.
Perfect. Okay, good. My Spotify's perfect volume. Good. All right. So, like I said, Shotgun doesn't stream with the hockey sound, so we got a little music just to kind of, fill in any kind of dead air, and it happens, whatever. But we have a chance to look at the standings here. Like I said, the game 1 victory.
Only comes on. It only comes on when you stop talking, or when you start talking.
Does it really?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I don't know why that is, but here you got 2-0 Epstein's. Epstein's, looking to put together a couple of wins of their own here right now. They're 4-10 and actually 5-10-1 now after the game 1 victory. So, 4-5-1 in their last 10. So
yeah, I mean, watching them play, Johnny, it just looks like that Zebras are just outmatched in this one.
Yeah,
they're not getting anything going. They're getting ripped off at the line. A little bit got a shot. We got penalty shot.
We can't.
So Spite needs to be patient here. He needs to be very patient.
Yikes! Yeah, he does.
And not make the first move, because that's where you're gonna lose. You lose on that first move. So he just needs to stay still and just wait.
Ooh, he's facing Young Buffalo too. This will be a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
And a goal by Young Buff.
Yeah, unfortunate. You got to follow the body on that one. He was favoring that one side just a little bit more. Backhanders, I mean, that's definitely that might have caught me off guard too, going backhand like that.
Yeah, that's a tough
goal.
Somehow he elevated the puck on that. I mean, that thing took like an 89-degree up, just a straight up shot. He looked like he had a pad down. Looked like he was expecting a low shot, but it goes high. I mean, nice shot there, but it is 3-0 now.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's just not enough that the Zebras are doing on this one, in my opinion. I think they're just playing to the point where they're not doing enough defensively, and their offense is not doing enough. They're either losing it at the blue line or they're losing it from the blue line, and you just can't. I mean, look at 4 shots, Johnny. It's not gonna cut it.
Compared to 16, it's not gonna cut it. No.
But I mean, you see the Spite's doing what he needs to do. He's really trying out there. He's got 13 saves in there. He's making some really, really outstanding saves. But you got to help him out. I mean, the time on attack, it's not as bad as it looks. 6 minutes to 4 minutes, almost 5
absolutely.
minutes. But with almost 5 minutes of time on attack, 4 shots is just you just can't have that. And you're winning in faceoffs. They're definitely going to need to turn up and just shoot. Put the puck on the net, get something greasy, get a rebound, get the momentum switched, because right now the momentum is all on Epstein's side.
It's all in there. If it doesn't change, I mean, it's going to stay like that, and then we're going to see, for the dumb blind Zebra's sake, it's going to be 2-0 before they know it.
Yeah,
series wise. I mean,
yeah, I mean, that's just what it's going to be. I mean, if we stay the way we're staying, and it looks like Shoddy's doing enough to, I mean, 4 shots, not a whole lot. He's kind of bored back there for sure. But, Epstein's moving the puck really, really well. And that's the issue that they have to worry about, is how fast they're moving the puck. But if they can keep getting these rips and keep getting, puck away, but they need to take the shots. I mean, you see right there, he made a move at the blue line and lost it. So
yeah,
it's just not going to work.
Want to big congratulations to Jesus Haxu winning the latest raffle there for the game number 2. Congratulations, sir. Points, keep them points. You get points for being here and just participating. And yeah, all that good stuff. Save your points, and we'll do something with them. Congratulations, Jesus. Swizzard on the chat saying, boo. Boo, Jesus.
A great save right there by Shoddy. I mean, like I said, Shoddy's doing what he needs to do. He's got 5 saves right now. It's not a whole lot, but that was actually a really good save right there. They came in, they got a really, really good chance right there. Came across the ice right there, big slap shot, and right off the blocker and out. So he's playing really well, but his team's playing better in front of him, keeping him away, keeping doing really good on defense.
And sometimes that's all, hey, sometimes that's what you need. Just let your team carry. I mean, Shoddy right now is kind of like that co-worker that just does the bare minimum, yet gets the player worker of the month award. Sometimes that's all you need to do.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not a bad thing by any means.
No, not a bad thing. No, he's making
you don't want your goalie to have to make 25, 30 saves in a game.
No.
Because it just shows that your defense isn't doing. But I mean, if they're just shooting the puck from everywhere, it is what it is, and they're easy saves. But 5 to 6 saves for shotgun, and they're not. Only one that I've seen has been really, really dangerous. So I mean, he's doing exactly what he needs to do and make the saves and keep them ahead. But if they want any momentum in this game, they're gonna have to put something in greasy, something like a bounce shot, a deflection, a rebound, something, or just a quick 1-2, but it just doesn't seem like it's working. I mean, you see right there, right there on that one right there, Johnny.
Good save right there.
It's a great save.
Yeah. And was real saying what I'm thinking. Shotgun in the bathroom, hitting lines while everyone else is working. Hey,
exactly.
We all have those coworkers, right?
Yeah, but I mean, that was a great save by him. He was in perfect position, and unfortunately, Zebras take a penalty for that.
That's going to be tough. Oof.
It's frustration. It's frustration. It's just pure frustration. You come in, you get a great shot from the point, and then you get a great rebound chance, and then you take a penalty because you hit up too close to the goaltender and hit a player. So it's frustration at this point. So if they don't calm themselves down, I mean, 9 minutes left in the third with the way they're playing, I don't see a comeback. I don't even see a goal coming.
It might stay like this, and it's just not looking good. And one of the things, Dumblind Zebras currently in 8th place. Them and the Trouser Dogs, as far as playoff eligible teams right now, Dumblind Zebras last 10, 2-7-0. Trouser Dogs 3-5-2. So a couple of teams that are kind of struggling right now.
Yeah, I mean, and Mike, it's who of me to question anybody and how they run their teams is, because I'm not an owner. I don't run the teams. I just play the game. But my first series with Kin and the team, we went 3-0, and we went 3-0 versus second place Heroes.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a tough team to go 3-0 against, but we managed to do that with the team that we had, and then the next day we had multiple trades. So
it's crazy.
Kin's gone from what his team was to a completely different team, and it doesn't seem to be working out in his favor. And it happens. You think players are going to be better with other players, and sometimes they're just not. And it just ends up not being what you want. But they just need to come out and win a couple of games here and win a series. 3 wins for them would be fantastic. But playing like this is just a little rough.
I want to thank Goody. I'm not even good for. I want to thank Goody for the sub. Let me see if I can post his message in the chat there.
Zooted.
It says
not zooted.
It says zooted. Everybody thinks they're zooted.
Everyone thinks I'm zooted. There they go again. Another goal right there. I mean, 4-0, Johnny.
4-0.
Nothing Spike can do.
Yeah.
Nothing Spike can do.
That's young Buffalo's
ticking down the clock.
Young Buffalo's been hot tonight. I'm still laughing.
Just ticking away the time to game 3. Looks like the Epstein's going to go ahead and sweep win the series.
Win the series at least, and then we'll see what happens in the third game. And it's weird because the Zebras do have some solid play. Obviously Kin Dange is a great player. Chumlee, Ziggs. Oh, big save there.
My goodness. And see, that's the kind of stuff that demoralizes a team.
Yeah. I do love Goody's message in the chat during the sub. Zooted.
Zooted.
Now I don't know if Goody's talking about. I don't know if Goody's talking about himself being zooted right now, or maybe you because you have your sunglasses on.
He's definitely zooted.
No, he's definitely zooted. He seems like a guy who's kind of chill. He likes to get zooted. He likes to have a good time. He's having a good time.
Not on game night, but
not on game night. No.
When he's not playing.
No, when he's not playing, he likes to get a little zooted.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta find maybe an audio clip of the word zooted, and every time they score or win or something, just play that. I had some Allahu Akbar type sounds because they're the Osamas and Ladens, but I don't know if that would go over well with Twitch or not.
Twitch is fine. Twitch lives on the edge anyway.
That's true. Well, compared to some of the other crap I've seen on there, right? A little Allah during goals can't be that bad.
Right, exactly.
The S word. Rocky says the S word.
S word. Oh no! Don't do it, Rocky.
Don't do it, Rocky.
Put it in the chat.
Don't do it. All right, here comes young Buffalo. 12 seconds left. Not a good night so far for the Dumblind Zebra. I keep calling them big dumb zebras. So they'll have a chance here in game 3. Spike Gamer just playing it out, just kind of getting this game over with. Yeah, at this point, just kind of play it out. They're going to have a Joe timeout here. 4-0.
I can't believe he actually tried to do that. He should have just held the puck and let the game end. You're talking about sushi?
So you're a liar. Dude, I can go for sushi right now, actually. I'm not going to lie. Well, I can go for sushi any night. I'm going for sushi anytime.
I mean, it's good. It's definitely good.
Sashimi as well.
I had what did I have? Oh, I had grilled shrimp, grilled potatoes, asparagus, and grilled squash tonight. It was all good.
Nice.
It was all good tonight.
We ended up, me and my coworkers went up for a Japanese restaurant. I, of course, had the sushi and sashimi, and it was quite tasty. I'm not going to lie. Always fill my belly with raw fish. That's how I like it. 4-0 final. Speaking of raw fish, we got 4-0. I have no clue what 4-0 has to do with raw fish, but I'm going to make that
they
connection.
Beat them raw.
Yeah, they be. Oh, let's get a rim shot of that. There you go.
Yeah, beat them raw. Yeah.
Spank that booty raw. All right, I'm joined. For those who just joined, I want to say hello to people in the chat. Who do we got here tonight? We still have that bot named Katie is Desperate. So if anybody's looking for a date, there's somebody in here named Katie is Desperate. I think it's a bot, but apparently she's desperate. So
yeah, there you go.
Hey, you do you, right?
All you, Goody. All you.
All right, who's got that? Goody. I want to see a show of hands there, bro. A1 Freak in the chat tonight. Alice Sidro. We got Call Me Skull. That's you. Hey, that's you. Donk.
That's me.
Drapsnat. Du Bois NHL. There you go. NVT. Floppy Weenus is here. What's up, man? Googles is here. Goody is here. Jake's Gaming Den. Jesus Hacks You. Lemansky. Mark Zink. Maserati GT 2016. I should have known that's how you pronounce that. My bad, dude. Master Shotgun. Richard 901 PJX. Robich 20. Rockin. Rocky. SMA Carter. Stream Stickers is a bot. Sukoksi. Swizzworld. Young Kelch and Zaki Talib. What is up? Good people. A lot of good people here in the chat. Much love to you guys. Much respect. Thank you for being here. This is the only game we have tonight, which is great. Got Call Me Skull in the booth. Jimmy was with us. We told him to shut up and leave, and he did that. He left, and he shut it up.
He did.
We'll see him next week when they play, 15,000 games?
All of them.
All of them?
It's going to be a rough week for us. It's going to be a long week.
Yeah, why don't we do this? Let's take a look at the schedule. And I'm just going to do it from the website. I do apologize. I don't have any fancy, cool graphics because, hey, we have the website. Whatever. It's all good. Looks like, and please mind you, the schedule is. I got to get your camera here. I keep forgetting to get your camera there.
Oh, don't worry about it. You're fine.
Okay. I'll only be here for a minute. So this is subject to change, of course. Yeah, we've had a lot of changes. Red Light Massacre taking on Anti-Iconic. This will be a good one. Red Light Massacre kind of playing, they're not having a bad streak. They're just not as dominant as they have been in the beginning. So this will be a good one versus a team that's probably one of the more red hot teams right now, Anti-Iconic. So that'll be a good one. Here we go. Gold Standard will start using some of those games in hand to kind of catch up in the standings. They'll take on Wagon Tail. So favorable matchup there for Gold Standard. But hey, Wagon Tail's could. Hey, you never know what they can pull. So that'll be a good one there. Dump Stars take on the Trouser Dog. That's another red hot team here. Dump Stars. Versus Trouser Dog. I believe they were, what did I say? There was 3-5 and 2 in the last 10. So they're struggling. And then Shag and Wagon. So we'll have 4 games Monday night. Shag and Wagon taking on the Dumb Blind Zebras. Again, a team that's struggling with Dumb Blind Zebras. This will be a chance because I think this is a kind of good, evenly matched up team right here. I think they can do it. So the 4-game night coming up next week. That's Monday. I do apologize. I don't have any cool things pulled up. We got a comment in the chat. Oh, look who it is. What's up, Cosmic? Cosmic EA says, when did the site change? Last season. About 2-3 months ago. So we got away from the old site. This is a new site. And actually, let's give you guys a tour of the site. For those, let's give Cosmic and a lot of people a tour of the site, shall we? There you go, Cosmic. So we have a lot of the cool scheduling there. The seasonal 31 standings kind of look good. Nice thing is, as the games end, it's all the stats get automatically put in here. It's really amazing. Lemansky did a great job. Only thing we don't have career stats yet. That's coming. Yet. That's coming. I can't wait because I do a lot of cool acknowledgements on the streams, oh my God, I'm not even good. Scored his 700th goal. I try to, as much as I can, look at that stuff beforehand. I'm like, hey, Goody's approaching 700 goals or whatever. So it's hard. I can't do it for everybody. There's so many people, but do it as best I can. Cosmic EA in the chat says, looks good. Dark mode is nice. Yeah. Oh my God, dark, so much better. I'm sorry. Let me see a raise a hand. Oh, hold on. Why don't we do a poll? I want to see. Can you guys give me 2 minutes to set a poll up? I want to see your guys' opinion. Dark mode or light mode on a website?
Oh, dark mode all the way. I can't do light mode.
Me neither. But I gotta see. There's gotta be some freaks in here. There's gotta be some freaks who like light mode. I want to see how many freaks we got. Yeah, Shoddy in the chat. Shoddy in the chat says EA is having problems with the stats right now. So normally the way those set, and I don't know the exact internal workings, as a game ends, the captains have to press a button to upload those stats automatically from the game to our website. Is that how it works? And it's all populated, so there's no more manual entry. It's not manual entry.
Yeah, you basically just have to. I think what they were saying is you basically just click the game that you just played, and you just enter it.
Okay.
And then it gets put into the API.
Wow.
So it's definitely great. I mean, LG of course has the best one that's available. The way that it works, you don't have to do anything. It literally does it for you. But this is completely night and day to what we had in seasons before. Here is I remember they were taking pictures and entering stats manually, and so it's definitely a completely 180 turn in how it's been. So it's been really, really good.
Right.
Yeah, Lemansky did a fantastic job doing that.
The man's a
shotgun.
The man's a genius. He's done some great.
Yeah.
I did like our old website, but this one is just such a. Lemansky's done a great job with it, and I'm looking forward. There's going to be more coming. Like I said, career stats is my big thing. I can't wait for. I personally I don't know. You've heard me say this on stream. I'm a stats guy. I love numbers. I just love stats, and I just. I'm not going to lie. There's times when I'm preparing for the show and I'll look through all your guys' stats, career stats, just for poops and giggles. And also, hey, this guy's coming up on 500 assists. Maybe I should totally acknowledge that. So.
Yeah, 100%.
Post is up. Thank you to Link Mobsky for the resub. 6 months for Mr. Mobsky. Thank you so much, sir. Let's go. Link Mobsky in the chat says, "Let's go, my team." I'm also gonna revamp the alerts. I got to change the alerts, make them a little bit better. So that'll be changing here soon. I'll try to get to that as much as I can. Cosmic EA in the chat says, "Dark mode. You were insane if you like light mode for anything." Yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't like light mode for anything. It bothers me. It's ugly. It's terrible. Dark mode all the way. Yeah, Swizzwood in the chat says, "For the website, you just enter in goals by the period, and that's all you got to enter." That's amazing.
Yeah, it's great. It's so easy. I mean, AGL does that. This league does that. Only league I know that you don't have to do anything for is LG.
Right.
But I mean, it's LG, right? They're just miles ahead of everybody else.
They're the granddaddy, and you're gonna expect they're gonna have. They have an app. I heard they have an app.
They do. It's pretty bad.
Oh, it's like not really awesome or bad as in but that's so bad, dude. Like badass. No.
It's like if you've been on the LG site, you know how many pop-ups and ads there are in that site. It's just as.
It's been a while. Okay.
On the app, like there's just as many pop-ups and ads, so it makes it so difficult to navigate. So I always say, I was like, look, if you're gonna do anything for LG, you just gotta do it on the computer. You just can't do it on anything.
I think the idea of an app sounds really cool. I don't have the app. I haven't been on the websites. I used to be on their golf league years ago, so I haven't been on their league in a long time, but on the site in a long time. But I didn't realize that. I saw they had an ad. I heard through the grapevine, looked it up. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But if it's not as smooth as everybody's, maybe it's needs updating or something or whatever, A goodie in the chat says, "Don't give Lemansky that much credit for the website. The guy is washed." Bruh. Link Mofsky, you deserve all the support, Johnny. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I should appreciate it, man. Seriously, I enjoy it. Kelch in the chat says, "Skull looks like he's waiting outside of a tattoo parlor offering to sell his homemade moonshine to minors."
All right. Well, I mean,
here we go.
It makes me money. It makes money.
Hey, he's got to make the money somehow, guy.
I gotta make the money somehow. I gotta pay for all the food you eat,
regardless of how unethical it is. You got to make that money.
Exactly. And they love my moonshine.
If they want the moonshine, hey, let them have it. We were all kids once. We all wanted to taste a little bit of the shine, right? At one point,
jokes on them. It's just store bought.
It's just store bought. I did have moonshine one time, and I got really sick from it when I was like 16 or something like that. That shit is horrible. That and tequila. Tequila, no, we ain't good friends. I don't touch that shit no more. The tequila, good lord. Swizzworld, Skull is capping the stats, and LG is the same as 239.
I don't know about that.
Fatal in the chat says, "Hey, what's up, Fatal? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Saw him the other night. He got a chance to play there at the end of the night, so good to see Fatal in action. A couple nights ago. Kelch can confirm the API setup is same in 239 as it is in LG.
It just feels faster out of LG.
Did I tell you there was a guy in LG when I was in the golf league they used to have the years ago, and he was a big inspiration of why I even wanted to do this. Guy named Davos Cast. You ever heard of him? Davos Cast. He was on LG. Big name there. Back in the day. Did a lot of the streams for the golf league. We'd go from person to person. Kind of like we do here. We like everybody provides their stream, and then it just kind of, oh, here we go. And here's Johnny on the 4th hole. It was like, wow, it's really cool. Looks fun. And I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Not the 4th hole.
Yeah, got to get the 4th hole going. All right, let's do one.
Exactly, freak. Exactly.
Let's do a final raffle here in game number 3. Fatal. Sorry, I was away for most of the night. We was calling games as well. Yeah, man. Fatal was doing what we was doing, bro. Fatal, he's doing his thing. It's all good, man. Love it. Love it. Skull, once captain's named Jimmy can figure it out, we will be done. Super cool.
Yeah, after game 1, Jimmy had like a conniption fit in the party. He was not able to figure it out, so he was just struggling.
Was Jimmy like that cat? The cat that goes, huh? Yeah. You probably seen it on.
Yeah, no, you
seen it on TikTok.
He was like Sloth from the Goonies, just fucking candy bar hit him in the forehead.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he said.
Which was one of the chats says Davos is a legend. Yeah, he is, man. Yeah, he was a huge. Yeah, he's a big part of the reason why I even started wanting to do this. I was like, I like what he's doing. It looks like fun, it looks cool, like it's creative, and saw him doing it with the LG Golf League back in the day, and I seen him do some other things, and I was like, it looks cool. I like what he did. And the rest is history. Yeah, Davos is a good guy. Used to play NHL and call his own games. Davos. Yeah, a lot of discussion here on the API. Like I said, I don't understand much about web design. I'm going to leave it to you guys to know. And
LG site is literally ass. It's so clustered with ads and pop-ups. It's so difficult. Like when I have to like log in or like because playing in the tourneys, I have to actually like sign up for my games. And it's so difficult to do that because of the pop-ups and the ads, and it's so difficult to do. I agree. It's very poorly made.
It's I mean, we'll see if it improves at all. I mean, I'm like I said, I haven't touched this. I haven't really seen the site in a long time since I was there, and I haven't touched the app. But yeah, it's always tricky. Always a tricky thing. Speaking of tricky, how about this game? No goals.
Yeah, 0-0.
0-0. So
I mean, this is you expect something like this, right? Once or twice.
Yeah, I mean, we see a lot of turnarounds. Certainly the dumb blind's even. We'll take a look at the stats here after the second period. I want to see where they're at. I don't have the stats on the top of my head, but for this game, but it can't fault them. They're playing tighter, a little bit tighter. They just got to get that offense going. It just hasn't gone all night.
Oh, thank you, Fatal. I appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, you guys played good. It's a tough series, but I appreciate you for sure. Thank you.
All right, so we do have a poll up still. It's not the normal one that goes for points. It's the one that's built into Twitch. It goes light mode or dark mode, and you guys should know what I'm talking about. So, a couple more minutes, I think that'll be up, and we'll check out this. I'm curious. I think I know the answer, and I know the results because that only makes sense. Since they created dark mode, and I don't know when that was, but I could not go back to light mode.
There's no way I could go back to that either.
Light mode makes my eyes bleed.
Mind.
Light mode makes my eyes bleed.
100%. I'd lose my mind.
Makes me want to like punch kittens. Makes me angry.
Oh God. just assault an animal.
No, I would never do that. But it's terrible. Light mode is terrible.
Yeah, it's brutal. I mean,
like Cosmic EA said earlier, man, you're not human, or what he said something like you're just not. There's something wrong with if you like light mode.
Yeah, like you live literally in an insane asylum.
Yes, I ended up like I told you guys before, I built a desktop PC recently. The first thing I did once I had that all set up, I switched everything to dark mode. Like literally before I started downloading things, programs, whatever, Steam and games, I switched everything to dark mode. That's like the first thing. Everything. Literally everything. Everything. Like young Kelch in the chat
on websites, apps, women.
Okay. All right.
Stop.
Respect. It's all good, my man. It's all good.
Hey, I got me some Bale's bones.
There you go. Congratulations, Mr. Call Me Skull, Texas TK, and Swizz World. Like I said, we will be using those. Why don't we try for next week? All right, let me see what I can come up with.
All 20K.
All right, well, we're going to need him.
Couch, stop it.
Oh, big goal by Chumlee. And is that going to be called off? Oh, my God. Look at this.
But that's the kind of goals I'm talking about, Johnny. They need those kind of goals. He's been on, and they counted that goal. They counted it.
Oh,
that's the goals they needed.
Wait, what?
They need those kind of goals, those gritty goals. He makes a save, they get a rebound. That's what's going to win them games.
You know,
that's what they needed to do on Shoddy.
Maybe you got to take what was it? Dr. Martin Luther King, right? What was it? By any means necessary, or was that Malcolm? Who said
that? That definitely was not Martin Luther.
That was sorry, that was Malcolm X. By any means necessary.
I think that was Malcolm X.
My apologies. Yes. Yeah, by any means necessary. Get that.
What a save by Spite right there.
So this is what they need. They got a goal, a weird goal, whatever. Weird goal. A goal's a goal. It counted. I'm surprised, but it counted. Now Spite's got to keep doing his thing. And there's Ice Cold on the bench. Looks like he's hurt. He took a puck off the knee. Took a puck off the knee, I think.
You guys are out of pocket tonight. Kelch, I will tell you to stop every chance I get. Stop it.
It'd be like, shut up, Jimmy, only shut up, Kelch.
Just Kelch, just stop it. Stop.
Kelch.
Kelch, stop it. Just stop.
Just do a little bit of
stop it.
Just do a little bit of corn scat on my mic here. Here we go. 1-0 dumb blinds. Shut up.
Shut up, Jimmy.
Jimmy's not even here. He's still getting shut up. That's awesome. I love it.
Dude's like looking like snoozing right now and is still getting told to shut up.
Jimmy's about 45 minutes into his sleep and he's still getting told to shut up. That's the power. It's the power of Jimmy.
He's earned that shut up.
Yeah, he has.
Oh my God, what a save.
Wow, that's shoddy.
Shotgun. He's playing out of his mind.
Both go. Oh, it looks like Chumlee's. Oh, he's hurt his knee. He's bleeding. He's bleeding like Triple H.
Yeah, he's down again. That's the second time I think he's been injured, so he's definitely going through it.
So this period looks like Ice Cold got hurt, and now Chumlee got hurt. So they're out there kind of on like 50% player health, speed things. So we'll see if they can get that.
That's definitely not good for the Zebras team. They're going to need to figure that out. And get themselves healthy again before they get a greasy goal.
And speaking of which, allegedly Epstein's almost got one there.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. I mean, he's been playing great. I mean, if this is the save I think it is, which I think it is that cross save. Oh, no, it's not. That's sad. I mean, yeah, that's a good save. But, I mean, the save he made a minute ago, the cross crease, that was just unreal. What a save by him. He's playing out of his mind.
All right, we got a couple of plays here. There's a goal by was it Chumlee? The one that got called off, ended up counting. That was a weird one. Hey, if that's what they need to do to win, that's what they need to do to win. I don't care if it goes off your head or your left testicle. It can go off whatever you want. It's just a goal is a goal. And you're just gonna, at this point, just get something.
Yeah, and that's what we were saying in games 1 and 2 is they just weren't getting those goals that were doing enough. They weren't doing anything that was greasy. They weren't getting those shots, those greasy goals. They weren't crashing the net for rebounds. They weren't taking tip shots. They weren't doing anything different. They were just taking shots that were easy for Shotgun to save, and a couple that really weren't. I mean, some of these saves he shouldn't be making, but he is.
He is.
Shotty being in net is just, I mean, like I said, I've seen Shotty play in net, and he's fantastic, and I know the guys here have seen Shotty play in net, and he's a great goalie. So
a lot of guys want him to stay
in net.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he stays in net, I think this team's got a lot of good coming for them. I mean, he's a great center. Don't get me wrong. I mean, last season he was incredible at the center position, but he's been playing really solid in net. And I don't think he should stop.
10, 12, 13. So they're currently they're out of 12th place now. They're in 11th. If they can win this game, allegedly at Epstein's I'm talking about, rather, they'll climb up to. They'll go from 12th till 8th tonight. Tonight. I sound like Mike Tyson over here. Tonight. I turn into Mike Tyson. This quite, guys. If they go to 5th place, then you go to tonight. So allegedly Epstein's has, if with a sweep, have a chance to go from 12th to 8th, which is.
But they are down right now, Johnny.
But they're down. So this is going to be it's just weird the way the standings work. So right now they're in 11th.
I mean, yeah, but that's the fun of these leagues, and the competitiveness of these leagues is, one night you're in 10th place, and you're on the outs, not looking good, and then you win a series and you sweep a series, and you're right back in it. You could jump from 10th down to 6th, 7th, even 5th. In some junctions. It just depends. So all these games count, and they all matter. And
every game,
even for Dumbblind Zebras to get this one would matter massively in the playoff standings and looks for the upcoming games, because they have a lot of. I mean, they still have a couple of games to play for sure.
They have games in hand.
So
they have at least one or two series in hand. 6 games,
yeah.
3 to 6 games, depends on who you're looking at. Yeah, so they have the Dumbblind Zebras do have a good thing happening. And speaking of good thing happening, look at the comments in the chat here. We got J Squad, Shotgun's a goalie, even though he hates admit it. Shotty was hands down the top 2 goalie before he switched. I mean, yeah, Swizzer World says Shotgun needs to start in net. Start the movement, boys. Shotty back to net. Stay strapped or get clapped. George problem.
100%. George Washington definitely said that.
It seems like and if this allegedly Epstein's team is to be on the incline, they may need to just switch to just, hey, Shotty, stay in net rest of the season. Let's build around you being in net. Rest of the team rallying around it.
I mean, he's playing fantastic in net, and that's the thing. It's just like, when teams struggle and letting in a lot of goals, it doesn't, you don't look at your goalie as really the issue, unless it is the issue. But most of the time, it's defensive styles and the way it's being played. But when you have a goalie like Shotgun playing the way he's been playing, it makes it very difficult to say, well, let's go back to our other goalie. Let's try something else, because he's just playing too good. If Jimmy came to me and was like, oh, hey, Skull, you're playing great, but we're going to try a different goalie. It is what it is at the end of the day. You can play whoever you want to play, but, if you lose those games, then you have to say, well, okay, well, what are we doing wrong?
Right.
In the instance. So Epstein's playing great and Shotty's playing great. So if they can keep Shotty in net, and I know he doesn't want to be there, but if they can keep him in net, then I think they have a good chance to make a really, really deep run in these playoffs.
Yeah, like I said, big goal there by the Epsteins. A weird tip goal, kind of a grindy goal by number 88 there. I believe that's Young Buffalo. That's
an unfortunate bounce right off the shoulder and into the net. It sucks.
CG and Sons. That's Mazzy. Sorry, not Young Buffalo. That's Mazzy GT on the goal there. If this team wants anything, I agree. I think Shotgun needs to just stay in net permanently for the rest of the season. Establish that he's their goalie. He's the guy. And let everybody else do their thing. Swizz in the chat says, I love Mike Tyson. Dude, I love Tyson too. He's a good dude.
Yeah, and this is definitely a bigger issue for the Zebras now. Is it's so late in the period, and they've been having such a difficult time scoring on Epstein, and now they're tied, and Shotgun hasn't really given up any legitimate style goals. One greasy goal that he's let in, and you can't even blame him for that. So they need to get a goal quick. I don't see them winning this in overtime. I just don't see it. Epstein has been so solid, and Spite's been really good, but the pressure that they're putting on him right now, it just doesn't seem like a plausible task. Yeah,
1-on-1. What's up, Turbo? I would say hello. Turbo says, Johnny, how to stop him before the series ends. What's up? How were the first two? The first game was good. It was 2-1 allegedly at Epstein's. Close game. And there's oh my God, Chumley with a goal. Let's get a sounder.
Oof.
Dun, 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 dun. I like that song, right?
Oh wow, that was great. But yeah, that was a great goal by Chum. Turbo, sorry, not Turbo. Shotty popped off that pipe. Can't do that.
Nope.
Gotta stay on that pipe.
A rare mistake by a shot. Rare mistake.
It is a rare mistake. Yeah, those short sides, you have to lock down the short side. You can't let them do that, and that's an unfortunate one. But now it looks like Epstein's going to the kill. So this is definitely different, because now they're going to have to full pressure while on the kill, because there's not a whole lot of time left. What did I see? Under 2 minutes? Just above 2 minutes. So
2.5. Oh
that's
my!
Almost the whole penalty. That's almost the whole period.
Yeah.
Just on the kill. So they're gonna have to pressure and actually attack here. And That'll leave them a little bit high and dry on energy.
Oh, here comes CG, though. Here comes CG. What a save. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was massive. That was huge. Spite needed to make that save.
Ooh, and that one.
To give this team any confidence.
Yikes. Big saves here. Spike Gamer might have saved this game. Turbo in the chat.
100%.
Oh, Turbo in the chat. John, you had to stop him before the series ends. How are the first two? Yeah, 2-1 as Epstein's in the first game. 4-0 for the Epstein's in game number 2. So a lot more dominant. I keep calling him Dragon Ball Z. Dumpline Zebras just looked really flat offensively for both those games. And here they are, though, now 2-1. A couple of goals in the third, goal here in the third for the Zebras makes it 2-1 and make that.
There it is.
Oops.
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. You're on a power play and you're getting hemmed in your zone like that. I mean, you just can't let that happen.
That's unfortunate.
You can't let that happen. There's no way that point man should have that much time.
He was all wide open. Unfortunate for the Zebras. I'm not trying to take fair. I mean, unfortunate for the Zebras. Bad luck for them. That hurts. And looks like someone's getting ice cold.
Yep. Zebra just took one and 28 seconds left. If Epstein's scoring on their power play, they're now in trouble because now they're on the kill.
Yeah.
So this is not good. Spite needs to put up big saves here in these last 20-something seconds to at least get them to overtime to get a point out of this.
And there you have it. CG.
And there it is. I mean, you just saw it coming. Johnny. This team is not going to be stopped. The Zebras just collapsed at the end of that game. They played really, really solid defensively. Spite was playing great, and you take a penalty. You get scored on your power play, and that rips all momentum away. Now you get scored on their power play.
That hurts them.
This is an unfortunate loss for them for sure, because they were very close in this one to win it. I thought they would have maybe squeaked out with this one, but it doesn't look that way.
Yeah, that one hurts them for sure.
I mean, they've got, all right, so 2.6 seconds. There's still plenty of time. If they don't pull Spite here, I think they pull Spite here.
They're pulling them.
Yeah. Yep, pull Spite here. That's great. They need a quick 1T off the draw to see if they can beat them, but, they have to win it here. If they don't win it, it's over.
And they had a couple of shots. Looks like it was blocked though. So huge victory there. So this is going to be that's an absolute heartbreaker. That's just for the Zebras. I thought they played a lot better in that game than they have in the first two.
I agree. They played very well in that second game, much better than they did in the first two. But at the end of the day, I mean, just too much. Epstein was just too much for them at this point.
3-2 final in the game. Congratulations to the Epsteins, the allegedly at Epsteins. They will finish the sweep here over Dumbblind Zebras. And with that, now the website is not currently working right now as far as syncing up with the points automatically. Let's take a look real quick, and we'll let you guys go. I know you guys got to play Call of Duty and all that good stuff, right?
Oh no, I'm going to bed. I'm old.
You're old. Okay, I'm gonna play some PUBG for a little bit. Just for a little bit. And drink more coffee. Rocky in the chat said, "Hey John, the picture I sent could be a logo. I think it should be a logo." Rocky sent me really good one. I don't know if I should show it on chat. Maybe I'll leave it for surprise. So
Rocky sends feet pics.
Rocky sends feet. That could be his Dane name. He doesn't care. All right. Well, let's go through this names real quick. So. The API is down. No worries, Lemansky. We only have one series tonight. Easy to figure out. So Lemansky sweeps. Allegedly at Epstein sweep the game. That's 6 points. They're up to 15 points. That puts them right about here. Yeah. So allegedly at Epstein's now in 8th place. That'll drop Dumbblind Zebras down and everybody else down a slot. So 8th to 9th, 9th to 10th, etc., etc. So the Epsteins from 12th start of the night. Now they're in a playoff spot. After that sweep, that's just how that works. That's how that works.
Yeah, and you see the stats right there: 4-10-1 before they came into tonight.
So
now
7,
leaving out
7-10-1.
7-10-1.
7-10
just grabbed themselves, 6 points out of this whole night, and that's solid. Because it was super big of them, of course, to not let it go to overtime because they would have lost one of those points. So,
right, they'd be 9.
Yeah, so I mean, super big for them to get away with not losing a point there and being able to get all those points out of it. So that's super, super solid for them. And like I said, a great game played by Zebras and Spite. Spite played.
Oh, he
in my
did.
opinion, Spite was the best. He was the best player on the ice for that team,
hands down.
And on the other side, I mean, I feel like in my mind, it's goalie battle. At this point, it was Spite versus Shotgun, and Shotgun won. I mean, Shotgun played outstanding. You just can't take it away from him.
Yep, it was just a great goaltender battle. I really enjoyed that one. You know, yeah, you feel for Spike because he played his heart out on. I mean, he played amazing. Like you said, hands down the best player on that team tonight. But Shotgun was just, you know, and he had a team in front of him. You know, just in front of him, just a little bit more. You know, they had to step up, leg up on this one. So, but a huge, nice series though. It was a good one. Other than game 2 was kind of lopsided, but other than that, I mean, it was a good series.
Yeah, it was a good series. Definitely a solid series. So, next week's gonna be crazy. This rest of the week, we're all done for the week. So everyone's excited. Let's stay strapped or get clapped. I love that.
That would be a great. But now, so I would remove. I would just have this guy and maybe just myself. I would get strapped or get clapped. So that'd be a great logo, Rocky. If somebody could use that, that'd be great. Shut up, Jimmy.
Another shut up, Jimmy.
There we go.
Unbelievable.
I need to keep a track of these.
Just can't catch a break.
Jimmy can't catch a break. Oh man, so all right, cool, good stuff there. So big week here. You can see here, this was the week. I should have made that one for next week. I do apologize. We do have 4 more series. I did mention that what do we have next week? Monday. So Monday you'll see us next time. It'll be Red Light Massacre taking on Anti-Iconic, Gold Standard taking on Wagon Tails, Dump Stars taking on the Trouser Dogs, and Shag and Wagon taking on Dumb Blind Zebras. So that's next week. Monday night, and we'll go from there. I'll have a schedule printed out just like this for next week on Monday. So
yep, a lot of tough series coming up, a lot of good games coming up.
A lot of games next week.
I know we're gonna be busy next week. We got a lot. We have I think 3 or 4 next week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday kind of thing. So we're gonna be busy.
Yeah. So you guys play Tuesday, I think.
We have. Let me look. Because I think we had to reschedule. 21st is Legion, 22nd is Rob, 26th is Regretsky's, 29th is Wizzy, 7th is Reap. So we have a lot coming up, a lot of big games coming up.
Big ones.
Those are the rescheduled ones. And then I think, do we actually have something? Yeah, Tuesday against Lemansky. Yeah, on the 20th. Yep. So we have a lot of tough games coming up.
A1 Freak, before we head out for the night, A1 Freak in the chat. I'm gonna start my own 239 channel called Violating Jimmy.
You should make that a team name. Shut up, Jimmy.
That should be a team name. Violating Jimmy.
It should be a team name.
Well,
yeah,
I did suggest a few seasons ago, his next team name could be Shut Up Jimmy.
I want to be on that team.
I think everybody would. And with that,
100%.
And with that, we're gonna call on night. Skull, as always. Thank you for being here. You've been a fun time chilling with you.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, Johnny.
We'll catch you guys Monday night, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Pacific, Greenwich Mean Time. I don't know. Y'all got to figure that out. Have a great night. And don't forget, before you get stinky, cover your dinky. Peace.